Hey, Vic, yeah, just going off of what you guys said, just so devastating to see those images and that video showing the moments that bridge collapsed and the cargo ship collide with it. I did speak with another man. His name is George. He actually arrived on scene here in tears because he was just so shocked and devastated. As you mentioned, millions of people travel through this road. This is a very well-traveled bridge here. He actually described it. I'll take it from him. He said it's kind of the gateway into Baltimore. You see underwater recovery team from Baltimore City Police right now coming in. A massive response here. We've seen many first responders make their way through here. Again, this is the closest we can get towards the Key Bridge right now. We're at Fort Armistead Road and Fort Smallwood Road. This is the Baltimore City Anne Arundel County borderline. They've blocked off this area, so we're still about a mile south of the Key Bridge to even get a visual of it. So we can't see the bridge right now from our vantage point here, but we can see the road closures and the massive response out here, and just spectators, people who live nearby coming here because this is, as you said, a historic Key Bridge. I was doing some research. This bridge opened to the public back in the late 70s. It's nearly 50 years old. This man I was speaking to, George, he said he actually watched this bridge be built back in the 70s, and he travels through it every day. He said he takes this road during the time where the bridge collapsed around 1:30 in the morning every single day, and he said something saved his life, that he wasn't on the bridge at that moment. He came on scene in tears, just so shocked to hear the news when he learned. We've heard from people on X, on social media, posting that they did hear a loud boom here. I spoke with another man from Riviera Beach. He lives nearby. He said that he heard a boom. I've heard on Twitter, again, reports on Twitter that they've even felt some of their homes shaking from the collapse. Again, we are still working to learn more, but we are expecting to hear from multiple officials. Again, this is a massive span. So Anne Arundel County Executive, Baltimore County Executive, Baltimore City Mayor Brandon Scott, they are all expected to be here on scene to provide an update for us. At last check, we were told that there are search and rescue efforts underway. You saw that recovery unit make their way out there. At least 7 people right now is what we've heard. And we also heard that there was a possible tractor trailer on the bridge at the time of a collapse. But right now, people are advised to avoid the southeast corridor of 695. Again, we'll continue to monitor the situation for you guys and bring you the very latest, both on air and online on WJZ.com. For now, reporting live, I'm Amy Kawada for WJZ.
Okay, Amy, thank you very much. The video, as we said, is just absolutely compelling when you see it. And we had that video for you now. The moment that the ship actually hit that piling, causing the bridge to collapse. I don't know if you noticed, almost simultaneously when it hit the bridge, the lights on the ship went out. And the other thing, too, we need to set the scene of what's actually happening right now. Rescue efforts are underway in the water. We understand there may be as many as 7 people, possibly more, in the water right now. This is an incredibly difficult rescue operation for Baltimore Fire Department, as well as the other agencies that are involved, because it's dark. The water is cold. You mentioned this, yeah. And the fact that no matter amount of training that they have right now, they don't know exactly where to look in this situation. And of course the water is moving as well, so the people who are in the water are probably moving right along with the tide as it is occurring right this very moment. Baltimore is certainly devastated right now by this entire situation, and of course the emergency responders, we are of course keeping them in our thoughts and our prayers and making sure that they're able to perform their jobs and there will not be any further devastation. And we're going to take another live look of the area around this bridge. Yeah, this is just another vantage point of that collapse. You can see the vessel there as well. Almost that part of the bridge sort of hanging above the surface there as well. Right, and you see in the background, you see those are the cranes that actually lift containers off the ship and put containers onto the ships. They're at the Port of Baltimore. You can just see by the number of them, this gives you an idea of the enormity of the port, as well as imagine how important it is to the shipping channel, as well as the movement of commerce and goods and services through Baltimore. And now let's go to Meg McNamara for your first alert forecast.